Now that we have discussed the primary and secondary market, it's time to develop some understanding on stock exchanges, which is where most of the action takes place. Stock exchange is a platform where buyers and sellers transact in various securities. These transactions take place in an organized manner and within certain rules and regulations so that the risk of settlement of funds and securities is minimized. Stock exchanges minimize these risks by stipulating rules for all the members transacting at the stock exchange. Stock exchanges also stipulate rules for listed companies in order to protect investors against any willful wrongdoings by the company. Any person looking to buy or sell a stock can only do so through a registered member of the exchange. These members are known as the trading members, also known as the stockbrokers. Members are admitted to the exchange only if they fulfill certain minimum requirements for capital, qualification, net worth, and other criteria. The exchange members can be either trading members, clearing members, or both. We'll cover this in a later lecture. Now, exchange monitors all its members for their positions, capital, and compliance to rules and regulations. Stock exchanges may also provide facilities for issue and redemption of securities and corporate events like payment of dividends. Apart from stocks, a range of other types of securities also trade on the stock exchange. Example of these securities include derivatives on stocks, bonds, and currencies. Also, some pooled investment products like closed-ended mutual funds and corporate or government bonds often trade on exchanges. Now let's look at what are the advantages of trading on a stock exchange as opposed to, say, trading privately. So for example, if instead of trading on a stock exchange, investors trade amongst themselves, then such trades are known as off-market trades. In such a scenario, they do not enjoy benefits of regulatory and redressal provisions of law. If investors trade on stock exchanges, they get liquid market to transact, which ensures that they get best price for their trade. This also means that their trades can be completed efficiently, that is, they do not waste time and energy in searching for counterparties to trade with. Also, all investors trading on the exchange have to comply with KYC, which is the Know Your Customer norms, and have to trade through a broker. The broker also provides investors with market information, updates, research reports, and some analytical tools to analyze securities for buying and selling. This information might not be readily available to retail investors otherwise. Apart from this, the stock exchanges considerably reduce the settlement risk between various parties. The settlement risk is a risk that one of the parties to the trade may default on its obligation to deliver a security or its value in cash as per the agreement of a trade. So stock exchanges have risk management systems in place to ensure that the parties to a trade fulfill their obligation to the other party. In order to manage this risk, the stock exchanges operate with various intermediaries. So in our next lecture, what we'll do is look at the life cycle of a typical transaction on the exchange and also learn a bit about the various intermediaries associated with the exchange.